All right. Guess we can get going now. All right. So what's up, guys? It's my Nishant Sensei back at it here with another live stream. And yeah, you guys already know what this one's going to be about. It's in the title. So let's get some questions rolling. And we're gonna ask anything, or is it just gonna be me staring at the camera this whole time? Anyone? Ah, coffee. Finally, someone has joined. Just wish there was more people. Thanks for remembering to show up. How's it going? It's going pretty good. How's it going with you? Okay, we have 6 people here now. Good, that's great to hear. Damn, we have 6 people. Remember, if you just joined, make sure you smash that like button. And if you are new to my channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button as well. When's the next song dropping? Okay, so I already have a tentative plan for my next song, but I'm still in kind of like the production process of it. So you should be expecting it around, let's say February. Yeah. Okay, I think I can switch my camera right now. What's better for karate, a century bob or a punching bag? That's a great question, Coffee. I mean, both of them kind of have their benefits, I'd say. What I will say though is that I'd recommend a Century Bob because, like, you actually, it's in the form of like an actual person. You have the face, you have the eyes, you have the nose, you have the stomach, you have all that. So that like when you're actually practicing your like kicks or your strikes or something, you at least like know where to like hit it at, and it'll give you a good idea of you know like what you should hit, like what you maybe should not, with which technique, and you get like a more like visual sense of it, as if you'd like to call it. But punching bags are also great, except they're punching bags, so like I would say they're mainly for punches, obviously. But like I have thrown kicks on a punching bag, so I guess they could work. Honestly, if you're really trying to choose between which one's better, I'd say like I'd say that's up to you. Like you have to kind of think like which one will benefit you more. All right, we have 5 people who have joined. That's pretty good. Do you wrap your wrists for karate like for boxing? Uh, no, we do not. I mean, at my old dojo, we used to have to like wrap our hands for karate. I honestly don't know why, but now, yeah, it's mainly wrapping your hands is mainly a thing for boxing, I'd say. Yeah. By the way, if you guys are wondering why I'm like staring off to the corner a bit, it's because like I have my main streaming camera. Whoops, sorry. The reason why I'm kind of looking off to a corner a little bit is because I have my main camera here, which is what I'm going to use for streaming, because like my phone camera quality is a lot better than my computers. That's why I'm using that right now, and the reason why I'm like looking off to the corner, as you guys can see, is because like this is where I can like actually see the whole chat. Because obviously, when my phone's turned the other way, I can't see the chat. So that's what I use my computer here for. Anyway, let's go to the next question. Coffee, you're saying I should do an Instagram live potentially. Maybe in the future, I might consider doing that. Yeah, the reason why I don't really do Instagram lives is because like I really don't know. Like on Instagram, it's like a lot of the people I know who follow me, and like it'll feel a bit weird, like going live with just a bunch of people who you already know. Like I like getting more people who I don't know at all. Like which is what YouTube is good for. That's why I stream on YouTube mainly. More people would tune in. I guess you are right about that. Instagram lives are very common, but like right now, I'm trying to increase my subscriber growth on YouTube, which is why I kind of prioritize, why I stream on YouTube, not Instagram. All right, I see we have 5 people on the stream, but only one person's asking questions. That's a bit odd. Will you ever go back to Will you ever go back to landscape mode streams? Not quite sure what you mean by landscape mode. Like, what do you mean by landscape mode? Like, can you just tell me? I'm not quite sure. Broccoli, hey sensei. Oh, nice to have you back on one of my streams, Brock. Oh, coffee, you're saying horizontal filming. So actually, that is kind of something I should talk about. The reason why I stream vertically right now is because a lot of the videos I've been watching from like top YouTubers that like say how to grow your channel and all that. Apparently, the new YouTube algorithm suggests that streaming live vertically, like vertically on phone, actually gets more attention than if you stream on like a computer because people hold the phone vertically. That's how they usually do it. So then, like, there's like some sort of relation there, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I stream on my phone. And the other reason why I stream on my phone is because if you notice, if you watch like my old live streams from like last year, those ones were on my computer. And my computer's camera quality, let's just say it's not as good as my phone. That's why I had to switch to my phone. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's poppin', Sensei? Oh, what's up, Matt? Great to have you here. All right, now I can see we're getting more people on the stream, which is good. We need to keep it this way. Oh, we have 6 people. Can we see some bag work? So Matt, I won't be doing bag work on this like live stream, but if you watch my most recent YouTube short that I posted, I did do some bag work, so I highly suggest you check that out. But let's just keep it as a nice Q&A session. Not a live demonstration. All right, we have 5 people. The most we got up to is 7, which is pretty good. We have 5 now. Let's see. Come on, guys. Let's get more questions coming in. We have 7. Oh, Matt, you just asked a question now. Does karate fights use? Oh, whoops, sorry. Does karate fights use gloves like boxing? So in karate, we don't. The only time we use gloves is in sparring, like in which in Japanese we call kumite. I don't know, like this is not a term that mainly karate people know, but like for actual sparring, when like you have to throw those punches and all that, like to the like face, to the stomach, and all that. That's the only time where we wear gloves. But if you're someone who specializes in like kata, there's no need to wear any like protective equipment like gloves. I actually might have some gloves right here. So yeah, these are the types of gloves we wear in like sparring, in karate type sparring, like right here. Yeah, nice and blue. Usually these only come in either white, blue, or red. Oh, whoops. So it says, sorry, Matt, you're asking, how many ounces are your gloves? My gloves are pretty light. Like I honestly, they're not heavy at all. They're pretty light. I'd say they literally feel like a gram, literally, or probably less than that. How many ounces are those blue gloves? Coffee, okay, you just asked the same question. By the way, if you guys haven't already, make sure you give this stream a like. Why is there only 1 like and 7 people watching right now? Like and 7 people. Oh. Who would be better at karate, Jake Paul or Mike Tyson? Okay, let me guess. You're asking this because Jake Paul and Mike Tyson just had a fight a couple, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, but that's actually a pretty good question. That's really difficult to say because both of them specialize in boxing, as you know. So I really don't know. I'd say they both have the potential to be really good at karate. And there have been some like people on YouTube who have like said that Mike Tyson would actually be a good karate master. So yeah, I think both of them would actually be good at karate. I really can't say who's better though, because they do a completely different like martial art, which isn't a traditional martial art. So it's gonna be tough to say. Um, Matt is asking, have you ever been to the Sekai Tekai? Um, so just so you know, Sekai Tekai is completely fictional. It was only created for the purpose of Cobra Kai season 6, right? There's no such thing in real life as the Sekai Tekai. I will tell you that, as far as I know. Is Mr. Miyagi better than Dimitri at karate? Well, First of all, Mr. Miyagi had more skills, yes, and Mr. Miyagi had more training, more years of experience in karate. So I'd say, yeah, he is obviously better than Dimitri at karate. You know, Dimitri only started in what, like season 2? Yeah. Sensei, when you're old, would you ever train a random kid like Mr. Miyagi did? Well, when I'm old, I will certainly be teaching karate to anyone who's willing to learn for a good purpose. Like, I don't care if it's a random kid or not. Like, that's not like the goal in teaching karate to like be able to like, distinguish, oh, should I be teaching random kids or not? Like, you should teach anyone. Like my thing, like what I like to believe in is that you should teach anyone that's willing to learn for a good purpose, right? Good purpose. That's like very key here, all right? Sensei, has anyone ever knocked you out, then said after you woke up, yo, I knocked you out? Nope, Matt, that never happened. Yeah. All right, Coffee, you're asking, if you were in Cobra Kai, would you make it to the Sekai Tekai and would you be captain? Easily, man. Like, how would I not? Okay, that's a bit exaggerating, but like I think I could. Are you in the Cobra Kai or Miyagi Do? Oh, I believe in Miyagi Do way more. Miyagi Do's teachings are so much better. Cobra Kai, yeah, it might seem more brutal, but it actually isn't. That's something to think about. It's not just the dojo that has the tougher sensei that's the better one necessarily. You have to consider other things too, like how you're being taught. All right, to the 6 of you who are watching right now, I don't want to call anyone out, but I only have 2 people who are commenting. So if any one other, like the other 4 of you who are here, if you can ask a question, that'd be great. Let's see. Has someone ever tickled you on the street and then said, "Oh, bro, I didn't know you spin kick wood," and then left? Uh, Matt, I don't really get what the point of asking that question is, but no, for your information, no one has ever done that. Will the soccer goalie tutorial be dropping? Mm, we'll have to see. We'll really have to see. You know, um, I don't know. This is a karate channel, so I don't know what the point of dropping soccer goalie tutorials will be. Matt, would you rather eat poo or drink pee? Let's keep the questions more appropriate, please, Matt. All right, we have 8 people who are watching right now. So again, kind reminder, those of you who have just joined, please make sure you give this stream a like and subscribe to my channel if you are new. All right, and ask a question, of course. Would you rather watch TV or don't watch TV? Let's keep the questions more about related to the theme of today's live stream, Matt. Okay, we've had 7 watching now for a pretty long time. Matt, have you ever lost a karate match? Yeah, I mean, like every martial artist, like the ones who spar, like there will always be some matches that you lose, and losing is, especially like if you're someone who competes, losing is a part of competing. And not just competing, it's a part of life as well, essentially, you know? Um, yeah, exactly, So it's very, very important that, you understand that, losing isn't necessarily like losing, actually, no, not necessarily. Losing isn't a bad thing. It's completely normal. It happens. So I try not to make a huge deal out of it if I do lose a match. This is news to me. It's not the Miyagi way, Do way though. I never knew you lost Sensei. I mean, Coffee, don't be too disappointed. Like, even the greatest senseis have lost matches, just so you know. Like, I don't know of anyone who has won every single match of theirs. All right. I mean, that might, like, theoretically that could be possible, but like I don't really know anyone who has done so. Khabib never lost. I do not know who Khabib is, but good for him. Okay. After this, you should do an Instagram live. I don't think an Instagram live would be possible after this, Coffee. I don't think so. Uh, what is? God, no, I don't want to be asked that. All right, we have 11 people watching now. That's crazy. That's really good. 11. Okay, let's get more questions rolling in. Guys, make sure to keep the questions on topic. Yes, it's very important to keep the questions on topic, guys. Okay, we have AP watching. I just have to write something. Let's... Okay, we have 9 people watching now. Great. Again, to those of you who just joined, please, please, please give this a like and write a question so that I can answer, all right? I can't just be staring at the camera and the chat this whole time. And give it a like. Will we get an updated profile picture? Honestly, I think I'm going to stick with this one for a while. I think that my current profile picture is fire. What do you think? Okay, finally, a good question. Who do you draw inspiration from in karate? Uh, I mean, as of now, like, I don't really, there's not really anyone who, like, I mean, I'll say the least I can say is, like, the senseis at my dojo are really what inspire me. I will say that in karate right now. There are certain people in my dojo who I really look up to, who really inspire me. So that's probably who I draw inspiration from the most in karate. Yeah. Has a sensei at your dojo ever beaten you up? No, and I feel like that's a very odd question to ask, Matt. Coffee, will you be opening your own dojo? Yes, but we'll have to wait for a good number of years for that to happen. No, we're back at 7. We were at 9. Okay, let's get more questions rolling in. Which other martial art is most similar to karate? That's a bit of a tough one to answer because every martial art is different in its own way. But if I were to say which one's most similar to karate, I'd say probably Taekwondo would probably be the most similar to karate because if you think about it, Taekwondo, like they also like in karate, we call our forms kata. We call it kata, obviously, right? And what I was gonna say, yeah. So we call it kata. That's the way we call forms in karate, right? In Taekwondo, they call it something different. They call it pumse, right? That's basically the way they call forms. All right. But if you look at like the most basic forms from karate and taekwondo, you'll notice a lot of similar techniques. You'll see like low block is there, you'll see face blocks there, outside chest, inside chest, front punch, all that stuff. That's one way they're similar. And the other way is that every kick we have in karate, there is in taekwondo as well, right? So that's why I say taekwondo is probably the martial art that is the most related to or most similar to karate. What is the best way to continue doing different katas and staying motivated? Interesting question. Um, well, I guess doing different katas. If you're asking about the best way to continue doing different katas, it's just like that. Mainly, that's kind of subjective. It's really dependent on how willing like the student is to learn. How willing, yeah, like if I want to learn a new kata, I have to be willing to do it. All right. And and now in a lot of dojos, it's like you have to learn it for your next belt level. But let's say like you didn't have someone who was like saying you had to, learn it. You need to have that kind of will to do it. You need to have like the courage to kind of learn it, even if you think it might be tough. Right. So that's kind of something to think about. And staying motivated, I talked about this last Friday on my stream, but staying motivated is all about the mindset. That's what I'll say. Do you think you could become a black belt in Taekwondo? Oh yeah, pretty easily. Like I think like a couple of months ago, I was researching this. Apparently, it's a lot. Certain sources claim that Taekwondo is one of the martial arts where it's the easiest to obtain a black belt. Now, I slightly disagree with this because there are certain techniques in Taekwondo, like something called a 540 kick, which is basically like an extension of a tornado kick, which is very tough to learn. And in Taekwondo, there's a lot of board breaking and all that, like where you have to do like a triple kick and break all these boards. So that's kind of something which makes it a bit tough to achieve a black belt in Taekwondo. But I think yes, of course, like I think I would be able to, and I think anyone can. And I know a lot of people who have. Could a boxer your same skill level as karate beat you up with a three-piece combo and put you to sleep? If so, how can you improve? Uh, well, remember, if you're asking if a boxer, whoops, sorry. Remember, if you're asking if a boxer can beat me up in karate, just remember this. In like This is the kind of question that kind of frustrates me a bit because a lot of people don't understand that, the person who would win in a fight. Okay, this is something I really don't like talking about. Sorry. The thing I don't like talking about is this, like, oh, if this person can beat you in a fight or not. The reason I prefer really not to talk about this is because whoever wins in a fight, it's not dependent on the martial art. It's dependent on the fighter themselves. It depends on how much they've learned, how much experience they have. All that counts, all right? So maybe a boxer could beat me, maybe I might beat a boxer, you never know. All you can say when someone asks you who would win in a fight is someone's going to get hurt one way or another. And okay, three-piece combo, whatever. And how can you improve? Well, everyone has room for improvement, right? It's not just, oh, someone beat me in a fight, that's okay, yeah, that's the only time I need to improve. No. Even when you do good, even if you like win a tournament, even if you win a competition, there's still room for improvement, right? So if when you're asking me how can you improve, it's not just it doesn't only apply when someone beats you in a fight, It's really not just about that. All right, Matt, you're asking what is your goals in life? Um, well, as of now, it's to open my own karate dojo. Yeah, I'm very passionate about it, and I know I can succeed at it. Right, we have 8 people watching, or 9, whatever, and we only have 2 people asking questions. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to my channel, remember. To those of you who just joined. What if I said I would buy you a dojo? That'd be hard to believe. Would you name your dojo Miyagi-Do? No. If I were to name my dojo Miyagi-Do, then like people would obviously know that I plagiarized. Like I can't just use the same name. I mean, okay, technically I can, but I wouldn't want to use the same name as the name of a dojo in a TV show that's already so well established, and so popular and all that, So I wouldn't name my dojo's Miyagi-Do, but I could certainly um think of another really cool name. My current dojo has a really cool name, and I could probably adapt based on something like that. Do you believe that I will walk in the ring and be karate champion? I don't know. Maybe you can. We never know. I wouldn't get my hopes up too high. We have 9 watching right now. Would you name your dojo Praharaj Do? Okay, well, I mean, okay, like I could, but I would probably come up with a name better than that. Yeah. What is the superior martial art would win? Who would be the last one standing? What is superior martial art? Who would win? Who would be the last one standing? Well, I mean, last one standing, that like, okay, it's like what I said before. It isn't dependent on the martial art. It's dependent on the fighter themselves, the person who's training. Like I said, it depends on a number of things. It's not the martial art. A lot of great martial artists have said this. It's not the martial art that depends, like that determines who would win in a fight. It's how like much skill they have, how often they train, how consistent, how much they've been trained, like it really depends on all that. Do you play Fortnite at your dojo? No. What do you think, my dojo is a gaming center? No. Of course we don't play Fortnite. But hey, I mean, some people have asked me that. I'm not gonna lie. You would name your dojo International Karate Baccalaureate? I mean, I don't really know how much sense that would make, but that could be a name. But again, like, guys, my opening my dojo is something that's going to take years. All right, so I can't really like come up with a dojo name right now. What is your preferred method of de-escal? I think you mean escalation. My favorite way of de-escalation is putting both your hands parallel to each other up here and saying stop, or saying I don't want to fight, back off. It's as simple as that, guys. Geller, you finally joined. Hello, Sensei. Yep, hello to you, Geller. So glad you could join this stream. Last Friday you couldn't join, so it's pretty good. Would you drink water if you're thirsty, or do you wait for another time asking because after I beat Lil Bro on the side of the road, I wonder if I need water? You always need water after you train. I'll tell you that. Will there be karate in GTA 6? I don't know. I mean, that's a great idea, honestly. I think karate should be in GTA 6. I mean, what do you think? What do you guys think? Write in the chat. Do you think karate should be in GTA 6? Geller, you're asking, would you drink Gatorade or water? Um, what do you mean? Like, are you talking about like after a training session, would I drink Gatorade or water, or just like in general? Like, in training. I'd say yes. If we're talking about after training, the thing is, for like ever since I started training in karate, I mainly drink water only during my training and after my training. But when it comes time to prepare for like my next black belt test, then yes, I definitely do consider drinking Gatorade. So, yeah. Matt, let's keep the questions appropriate, please. We do not ask those kind of questions. Let's keep the questions on topic related to today's this live stream's topic. So I really don't get why you asked such a question, Matt. Please reconsider. What home training equipment would you recommend? This and okay, well, you can't really see it on screen right now, but also A punching bag. That is the minimal home equipment that I'd recommend having if you begin training, right? How tall are you in centimeters? Well, I don't really know for sure how tall I am in centimeters, but I can tell you in feet, I am 6'3", 6'2" or 6'3". If you were to enjoy a beverage after training, would you prefer would your preferred choice be Pepsi or Coca-Cola? The truth is coffee. I do not drink either of those drinks. I used to, rarely, but not anymore. All right, let's get some more questions in, guys. Can only stream for about an hour today. Uh, how many push-ups per day should I do? I'd recommend like starting like with a few and then gradually building up like every few days or every week or something. So what I did when I first started, I started off with like 5 push-ups per day. Then like after 1 or 2 weeks, I'd increase to 10, and then I'd stay there for a while, and only if I felt comfortable, I'd then increase it from there because push-ups are a really good exercise and kind of difficult to do for a lot of people. So I wouldn't recommend, like starting off with doing so many at a time. Uh, would you would you rather wear socks and put them on your opponent's face after winning, or not, or none of the above? Matt, I don't really understand what is the point of that question, so please make sure you're asking relevant questions. No, I didn't hurt anyone. Geller, you're asking when did I get a double black belt? When did I become a double black belt? I became one in May of 2023. Yeah. Is there a higher belt? Yeah, karate goes up to 10th degree black belt, believe it or not. And we're gonna make it there. What do you believe? Do you think I can? I think you think I can, right? I'm sure you know I can. Yeah, exactly. See, I will make it there one way or another. All right. What is your screen brightness and battery percentage when entering the dojo? Coffee, please keep the questions relevant to today's topic. All right. I do not check my screen brightness and battery percentage when I enter the dojo. In fact, when I enter the dojo, I put my phone away in my jacket pocket, which I hang in the lobby. All right. After getting inspired from Sensei Kreese, I always strike first. I strike hard. I have no mercy, just in case the random person I see walking their dog doesn't attack me. All right, good to know, Matt. All right, we have 8 people watching right now, and only 3 people are writing stuff in the chat. The other 5 of you, please write something. Just to know that I don't have bots watching my channel. Watching my stream. What is a good diet for a karate person? Uh, well, remember, there are many good diets, but What I like to think of it as is having a balance of all food groups. And recently, what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to really cut down my intake of carbohydrate, and I've been trying to increase my intake of proteins. So that's kind of how my diet works. I'm not really going to get into any specifics of like what's in my diet. I just don't really feel comfortable doing that. But yeah, that's something I'd highly recommend. Have you ever been knocked out? Straight up, no yapping, say yes or no. No, I will say that. Uh, oh, Coffee's asking a question in French. Well, it's time to show all my viewers that je peux parler en français. Est-il jamais trop tard pour s'inscrire au karaté? Non, c'est jamais tard pour s'inscrire en karaté. Ce n'est pas grave quel âge tu as. Tu peux s'inscrire en karaté à n'importe quel âge. Tell Brock to hop on. Your inspiration to youth. Keep it up. Thank you. Coffee, tell him to. Yeah. Thank you. I know I'm an inspiration. Damn, Sensei is good at talking in baguette. Yeah, I know I am. Right? Je suis très bon à parler en baguette. I'm already here. Yep, Brock, we knew you were already here. You had written something at the start of the stream. All right, let's get more questions. You are an awesome sensei. I know I am, right? Yeah, like almost everyone compliments me. Coffee, I don't know what that means. Whatever. That's Chinese. Okay, I know that, Geller, but like I can't read that. I don't know how to. Google Translate. All right. You know what? Let's do that then. It is an English session, isn't it? Yeah, it is an English session. Matt, genius? Who is a genius? Who are you talking about? So, Coffee, I translated what you said on Google Translate, and you said you don't know why your keyboard switched to Chinese. Huh. We have 11 people watching right now. This is getting good. Let's get some more questions rolling in, guys. Is anyone going to ask anything or no? How much times do you do karate in a week? I do it Oh yeah, how many times a week I do karate? Okay, here's the thing. I train at the dojo, like physically at the dojo, 3 to 4 times a week. But I actually, yeah, actually 4 times a week I go. But I train. I make it a habit to also train every day at home. Like if I have like if I have some time to do something else, if I'm not busy and kind of to de-stress a bit, I just drill my katas and oh boy, does that feel so good to do. I try to like keep that discipline of practicing every single day. And that's what every martial artist should do. Make sure to give this stream a like, guys, to all y'all who are on the stream right now. Matt, this is an English session. Uh, oh my. Have you earned money from this channel? No, I have not. And even if I might be approaching monetization requirements, that's not the goal for me on this channel. I do this, I post what I do on this channel because I'm passionate about it. Because I like sharing my knowledge and wisdom with the public, with YouTube. Anyone who watches my videos. So like I sort of appreciate you asking me that, but just know it's not my priority of like making money. It's not my priority right now. Guys, let's make sure we're writing in English, please. I'm going to use my karate skills on you. Watch yourself, Gellert. Watch the language, Matt. Very good thought, Sensei. Yeah. Sensei always has good thoughts, you have to have that as a good sensei. Matt, do you even do karate? Good comeback, Gellert. And guys, let's please not threaten to fight each other, beat each other up on this stream, all right? Let's keep it family friendly. And let's keep it appropriate. Oh, hello, Boxing SWE. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And to answer, oh, you're asking me, do I do BJJ? So, I do Shotokan karate, but I have had a little bit of training in BJJ, and I think BJJ is actually it is a pretty useful martial art to know, and I love like the different techniques you have on the like especially for ground fighting. It's like really good because in real life, self-defense, there are times where you will like end up on the ground. So BJJ is a pretty good martial art to learn, and it's pretty useful, I'll say. But I have learned some BJJ. I don't do it right now, but I have learned, and occasionally I do learn some like new techniques from it. But that's a great question. I'm glad. Not many people have asked me if I do BJJ, so I appreciate you asking me that. Gellert scared since. Guys, let's please not like cause any like issues on this stream, please. Let's get more questions rolling in. How different is BJJ technique? Well, BJJ really puts an emphasis on like BJJ, yeah, really emphasizes like ground fighting skills, you know. That's what really differentiates it from like other martial arts. Like um in karate we do some ground fighting from time to time as part of our self-defense curriculum. But what I haven't told a lot of people is that a lot of it actually is derived from old BJJ techniques, which is why, we have to give credit to BJJ, not karate when it comes to us learning ground fighting at our dojo. Yeah, it's really technical but very powerful on the ground. Yes. That's why I say BJJ is very, very useful to know, especially if you want to learn how to protect yourself on the ground, right? So I'm very glad you mentioned that boxing SWE. Uh, Matt, let's please be respectful to other people. Please don't call out other people like that. Buddy acting tough for no reason. No one's acting tough. Have you ever done karate in the rain? Oh, you mean have I ever done karate in the rain? No, like that's not smart at all. Like, why would you want to train in the rain and then get drenched and then you might fall sick and then you'll just end up missing a bunch of karate classes? That's just not wise. Uh, Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Genius. Says, has a car ever hit you while you ran training endurance? No. Shh. Shh. Soon. Are you from India originally, and how long have you done karate for? Um, I am not from India. I was born here in Canada, and I've been doing karate for 12 years at this point. I appreciate you asking that though. I really like it when people ask me how long I've done karate for because, uh, it really shows that they actually, care about how much experience I have. UNC answer the questions. You're asking, is it Kenpo or what style of karate? I mean, Kempo is great, but the style of karate I do is a style called Shotokan. Shotokan. I'll actually type it in the chat. Um, um, Sensei, what is your favorite school subject? None. This is a Q&A, not a ask and ignore. Well, the only reason I ignored those questions, Matt, is because that those are questions that are irrelevant to today's live stream topic. All right, let's get a few more questions and then we'll have to end the stream, guys. Do you compete in Shotokan karate? Because I've seen some Kempo style training, but it doesn't seem applicable to real life scenarios. You do have a point there. Kenpo is it's really good for show. It's great for performance, like demonstrations, all that. But yeah, maybe like I will say Shotokan at least. Like first of all, to answer your question, yes, I do compete in Shotokan karate, like sometimes. And in Shotokan, at least we learn like the techniques we learn. They're like every move in every kata, as far as we have, has an application, right? I like, yeah, I've also seen a lot of like stuff from Kenpo where they do these things, these crazy things, which are completely unrealistic, and that kind of doesn't only apply to just Kenpo, it applies to other styles of karate as well. Even like some like even when you see people like who do katas in the Shotokan style in WKF tournaments, World Karate Federation, they do all these like crazy high jumps and like it's very show. It's very for like performance, you know. So yeah, um, that's my response to your question, boxing SWE. Buddy Nishant, I think I can take you. I've been watching Sensei Nishant for a long time, and I'm not a black belt at Duvoir Duvoir's karate. You are. Thanks for answering. No problem. Boxing SWE. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Wake up like what time is it? ISL gotta get a move on. Coffee, I don't really quite get what you're asking. Just joking. You're the sensei. I won't challenge you. All right, Matt. Oh, that's your freestyle. Sensei, what is your Spotify Wrapped? Irrelevant question, Matt. Have you played the new Fortnite update yet? I don't play video games. That's my answer to that. Will you release your song to Spotify? Again, that's an irrelevant question. Um, but I don't know for sure if I will. Okay, finally another relevant question. Guys, we really need like please ask relevant questions. Not don't ask questions about Spotify, please. Okay. Boxing SWE, you're asking, what do you think about karate combat? It's really started to rise lately. I'm originally obviously boxing fan, but also MMA. But I've started to like karate combat a lot lately. Honestly, I am so happy to hear that. Boxing SWE. I'm very that it really makes me happy when I hear people say that they're starting to like karate and they're actually starting to notice how it's applied in combat because a lot of people, especially some like trolls on the internet, like they write stuff, saying, "Oh, karate is useless in combat. It's useless in a fight." But then I'm like, people who waste their time writing that kind of stuff on other people's videos and who like think like that, they really, don't know anything about karate. They really don't know anything. People are like, kata is just cardio. It's just a dance. It's not actually going to help. But no, every move in every kata has some sort of application, regardless of whether you believe it or not. So I also agree with you. I also agree that like in recent years, like over this past decade, karate is really like has been like it has been started to be like noticed a lot more lately, and and people have began realizing that, yes, it actually does, it can be applicable in combat. It can work, So I'm really glad to hear that, it's in people's liking right now. And a lot of MMA fighters are also really like they've been they've had a decent amount of training in karate, so that's also kind of important to mention. Let's see. Nishan, I'm going to go hit the have a good rest because I'm a gamer, but also Nishan number one. Have you ever used karate? No, because I have. If you're asking in outside the dojo, I I would say I have not, because I have when we're at white belt, one very important thing you we learned in karate is never use karate outside the dojo unless you have to, and unless it's reasonable to do so. All right. And I haven't really been in an instance where, it was reasonable to use it, which is why I didn't. But for sure, it would really work. It would really, work. Yeah. Who's better, Ali or Tyson? Uh, I really can't say. They're both too good. Not gonna lie, karate pretty useless. You guys have no hands or footwork. Boxers be karate, but it's okay. The truth doesn't hurt. Whatever you think, Matt. It's your opinion. It's not a fact. Karate can be boxing. Boxing can be karate. Well, that's going to do it for today's live stream. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe to Nishant Sensei. Us.